you say Lion King, you want to show up whatever it is, whether it is in a film, whether it is animation, a stage play, street theater. It's like the Lion King, man. That's everybody's family story. Somebody like Favreau, what we bring is, that's the storyteller, whoever is directing. And you are parts of sentence construction, and you give them everything. It's like, okay, here's all the nouns, the verbs, here's the way and then let them assemble. So I show up, John and his whole group who've been working already a couple of years, I'm there to help them tell the story. You can only do it with your voice. It is rare to have an actor who can direct it that it goes both ways, and he's one of those sweet spots. And I mean, I don't encourage it in anybody thinking they can direct just because they act, and directing the other way either. But the other thing that John has, he's got facility, and he's got such, his humanity is such, I believe, that he sees people and he hears people. And he actually cares about people. So whenever you're bringing people to life as a storyteller, as an actor, that helps when you have the ability to do that. You can put some skill on it, but skill also won't make the kind of actor that draws you in and holds you. And as a director, you have to be able to do that on a macro level, because then you're like a daddy with 100 children who you are meant to make them feel like they're the only child in the room, and you know that you speak differently to each one. So because I think of his humanity and the way he looks at people, he sees, and he's able to translate it, first of all, into action as an actor, into vision, I think, as a filmmaker. And so Lion King, not that it's the only one, but it's a perfect story for him to helm. No matter what is happening, it is up to Sarabi. She's sort of standing in lead position as a lioness, but it is definitely a community of lionesses. They're the ones you don't want to mess with, as opposed to the one guy that's running around, or what do you call it, trotting or loping around, marking territory and all of that. So we do what lionesses do, what women always have done. We hold down the fort through locusts and fires and, deranged brother-in-laws, so that's what happens. And I think it is not acquiescing, but I think women know, they choose their battles, and they know when to fight, when to strike. And that was interesting, finding that. I want everybody to feel like in their lives there's nothing that has happened, nothing that they've failed at, or nothing that's been done to them, or anything that defines them. They get to rebirth. They get to come again.
Hey there, here's today's Daily Fact. Now, the girl who voiced Boo in Monsters, Inc. was an actual toddler. Mary Gibbs, who's now in her early 20s, was just a toddler when she provided the voice of Boo in Monsters, Inc. Her father was a storyboard artist on the movie, and to capture her lines, the crew just followed her around with a microphone and edited her babbling into something usable. Remember, click here below to subscribe, or over here for more great content.